Hey, this is Sandeep, Sand Compounding. Long-term view is often very underestimated and powerful concept, which I wanted to emphasize in this video. As Jeff Bezos puts it, you avoid 99% of the competitors and competition if you have a long-term thought process. Because most of the people like us, we all tend to overestimate what we cannot achieve in the short term, but we really underestimate what we can achieve over long periods of time. And Jeff Bezos has said, the success, he attributes it to his long-term thinking. The great Amazon was built over 20 years, but they had really long-term plans, and every shareholder letter had demonstrated that process of long-term thinking. And many other super investors, even in the process of investing, has emphasized the importance of long-term view, like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, many other great investors like Peter Lynch. Everyone have emphasized importance of having real long-term view in investing, and that helps to compound and create wealth. So here are some videos. Hope you find this informative.
It's that approach of buying businesses. I mean, let's just say there was no stock market, and the owner of the best business in whatever your hometown is came to you and said, "Look, my brother just died, and he owned 20% of the business, and I want somebody to go in with me to buy that 20%. And the price looks a little high, maybe, but this is what I think I can get for it. Do you want to buy in?" I think if you like the business and you like the person who's coming to you and the price sounds reasonable, and you really know the business, I think probably the thing to do is to take it and don't worry about how it's quoted. It won't be quoted tomorrow or next week or next month.
Is that we are willing, I would say even eager, to invent and pioneer. So that is, I think that goes along, it marries really well with customer obsession. Customers are always dissatisfied. Even when they don't know it, even when they think they're happy, they actually do want a better way, and they just don't know yet what that should be. And that's why I always warn people, customer obsession is not just listening to customers. Customer obsession is also inventing on their behalf, because it's not their job to invent for themselves. And so you need to be an inventor and a pioneer. And the third one, that's really central to the way we think about all of our business problems and a bunch of things at Amazon, is we're long-term oriented. So I ask everybody to not think in 2 to 3 year time frames, but to think in 5 to 7 year time frames, to not think about, when somebody says to me, congratulates Amazon on a good quarter, which is a very common thing to say. You meet somebody, they're being nice, they looked at your financial results for the quarter, they're like, good quarter. I say thank you. But what I'm thinking to myself is, that quarter, those quarterly results were actually pretty much fully baked about 3 years ago. And so like today, I'm working on, a quarter that is going to happen in 2020, not next quarter. Next quarter, for all practical purposes, is done already, and it's probably been done for a couple of years. And so if you start to think that way, it changes how you spend your time, how you plan, where you put your energy, and your ability to look around corners gets better. So many things improve if you can take a long-term. By the way, it's not natural for humans, so it's a discipline that you have to build. The kind of get rich slowly schemes are not big sellers on infomercials. And so that's something that you have to sort of steel yourself for and discipline and teach over time. So that's what is Amazon. I would say really it's a collection of principles and it's an approach that we deploy, and it's fun. I dance into work.